We're a fifth generation fishermen. Our family started in Mornington, Mount Martha in 1860, so we've been going for about 155 years.
We're the oldest U-pick cherry farm in Victoria. We've been doing it for 46 years this coming season.
It was first started by my father and his father in 1937, and they planted the first orchard.
The sinner man hangs from a judgment post, fight his feet and his head played full of gold.
So first of all, living on the peninsula is a nice lifestyle, but if you can complement that by working from where you live, particularly on farmland, that's certainly the best of both worlds. So you don't have to leave your property to go to work. You live on the property, you work on the property.
I just love the outdoors, love being, so close to, going into the markets in the city, being outside with the nature. It's good for the kids, it's a good family. We have 4 children, so bringing our children up on the farm life.
Yes, it's the Mornington Peninsula. You've got beaches, you've got the beautiful weather, and all the produce. It's fantastic.
I supply Richie's mega stores with a range of herbs. As you can see here, I have kale, mint, dill, parsley, watercress and a few others. And I also supply the 360 cold stores in Victoria with their fresh living basil. Basil is my speciality. There's nobody else in Victoria producing it. It's all flown down from the Northern Territory at this time of the year.
So 10 years ago I started playing around with a 1/4 acre of potatoes, and this year we grew about 40 acres of potatoes, but I've also folded in spring onions, baby carrots and beetroot, just to try and help with the crop rotations, ensure that the ground stays in good condition.
I tend to be the back office person and involved more in decision making and trying to help Alice to bounce all the ideas around and make sure that we're sort of staying on track and thinking in the right direction.
It's good to come here each day and doing something different with the seasons. You're picking or you're pruning or you're making apple juice or going to market. There's always something different going on. So
we've been growing avocados on the peninsula for about 20 years now. We not only do it for ourselves, but we have quite a few other clients. And Peninsula Avocados operates as a business that is like a cooperative in that we sell other farmers' fruit, but we don't just pay a farm gate price. Our price structure is integrated into the price itself. So if we get more for our fruit, our growers get paid more.
Produce about 300 to 500 tonne of fruit each year, depending on the season. And then we also have a value add, which means we can make cider, juices, dried apple, and our freeze-dried products that we produce on site as well.
We do a lot of direct marketing as much as we can. Try to own the product as far as we can down the supply chain. So, what's picked today is going into the veggie boxes today. That'll be delivered tomorrow morning.
Oh, now his judgment has come. Oh, now his judgment.
Well, I actually didn't realise before I bought this business how much food was grown down here. So at first I did find it quite difficult I thought to myself, how do I find out what is grown? And it was just by talking to people and going to farms and then asking them where else can I get, produce that I needed. So we get, I buy as much produce here as I can. So, local apples and local berries and the honeys from Red Hill.
What we do with the environment is actually we probably clean up the water more than we pollute, which is a big plus of mussel farms. And similar with the native oyster, they filter feed. And I mean, we've got to test the water every couple of weeks here to maintain our seafood quality assurance. And you know, the results we get from the testing and everything, you know, it's just world class, the quality of the water here. So yeah, pretty much sold on the peninsula and where we are.
Oh, just the thought of getting fresh local fish caught out of the bay. That's what a lot of the customers ask us, is it locally caught? That's one of their first questions. And of course it is. It's caught straight out of the bay here, you know, sometimes 10 minutes away. So
it's really important to know where your food's come from and the story behind the food as well.
Yeah, so if you ever want to go to uni, working on a farm, it's really good because when summer comes, you've got cherries as well.
I have emails all through the year, people planning their holidays coming from Asia to come here and pick cherries. They ring at all times. They think the cherries are here all the time, but they're only a summer fruit.
Yeah, so we're right on the edge of the urban growth boundary, and we have constant traffic passing the farm every day. It's a busy spot down where we are. Not losing it to subdivision and for housing, because you can't grow cattle on house blocks.
Oh, Gillian, I am just so passionate about farming, it's ridiculous. I love it. I can't tell you how much I love doing this. It's been a reconnect for me. I grew up as a kid on farms. Both sides of my family had farms, and I went away from it for a number of years. And more recently I've come back to it, and I've forgotten that absolute wonderful feeling I have to see something grow and change and morph into what we're looking forward to seeing. You know, it's a great thing. It's just fantastic.
When I originally first started selling fruit, we started at farmers markets, and it was good getting the feedback at that level. And then this year we're sort of embarking on an upgrade of our packaging, which will include information about us, so that the consumer, hopefully if the greengrocer chooses to display the signage that we've incorporated into our packaging, they'll then be able to see our story, get to know our fruit, and then we're also moving towards fruit stickers on the fruit, just so we can sort of build that brand awareness to the peninsula, and then, you know, keep it flowing from there.